Also, I'm Muhammad Adeleke, Africa most sought after business growth expert, legendary consultant to profit hungry entrepreneurs. We're having a very short section this amazing evening in the city of Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Of course, many of you will know that I'm a Port Harcourt guy. So, of course, sometimes you see me do video in different parts of the country or different parts of the world. My base is Port Harcourt, and now I'll be doing more of that. So, I have one of my. It's also an stars, yes, in the Islamic arena. Me, I'm a business coach. I'm a business sheikh. Of course, I also have passion to face friction in the religious arena, which is also very important. So, what you are talking about is business, strategic business growth Q and A. So I'll be asking him some questions, and he will ask me questions. I will answer them, and of course, other people can also benefit from this section. So I will advise whenever you join this video, see this video, also share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and across social media, including your WhatsApp status. And many people can learn, because we entrepreneurs, we are the oxygen of the economy. So I'm going to switch the camera to him now. You already know me. If you don't know me, I'm Muhammad Adeleke, Africa most sought after business growth expert, father of two awesome boys. I've been in the business space for like more than 20 years, but intensively like 1.5 decades, and I have passion for helping aspiring and existing entrepreneurs to make more money, to increase their bottom line and be able to live a better life. I also, of course, consult for corporate organization. My core is basically sales, marketing, automation, restructuring, systemization, project management, among other skills. So I have a lot of skills when it comes to the game of business, and I've learned a lot of lessons. I have a lot of failure story and success story. I've graduated from what we call Ben's zone, beginners, entrepreneurs, nightmare zone, of course, and I'm also still learning. And if all of us can be up to 120 years, then we will not do any mistakes. That's why it's always good we share ideas. And for we that are coaches, when we share ideas, we also get a lot of insights sharing those ideas. And of course, me now in this particular phase of my life, I'm taking more of my own advice. So some of my sessions are to remind me of what I need to work on based on the knowledge I have. Because it's one thing to have knowledge, it's another thing to execute. When I say execute, you execute ruthlessly. So I'm here with Malam Ibrahim Abubakar. We are calling him Malam because he's an enigma when it comes to Islamic knowledge and stars. Then, of course, also in the painting sector, he's also one of the key stakeholders in Nigeria. He's actually in two value chain. In terms of the paint production, he has his own brand. He also offer, of course, also do the painting itself as a service. So we'll be talking more about how to actually help him further grow his business. Well, I assume I don't know much about what he does. So he will explain what he does. Then from there, I can be able to give a customized recommendation, and also along the line explain how other people can leverage, because business is like a template. And if you look at like looking at the airline industry, when people notice that people that are on plane, they're usually bored. Then somebody now suggested that what about having TV set at the back seat of every plane, and adding that alone change the industry. We have bread all this while, and the other recipe that is used for sandwich, but it took a long before we started having sandwich. So it's always good to bring idea from one industry to the other industry, and that is what makes people like us that are coaches to be more exceptional, because we deal with clients in different industry across different parts of the country and even different continents in the world. So we can be able to actually bring a lot of ideas and mix them together to create something exceptional. Okay, so your name and what you are into.
So I should start now.
Yes.
Okay. Hello guys. My name is Ibrahim Abubakar. I'm the CEO of Top Spot Painting and Deco Services. I'm with the guru in business, actually. It's a guru, I call him guru in business because the brother is just too good when it comes to business. In fact, he's a business doctor, so to speak. And we've gained a lot from him. And I'm still here today to still gain more, and I'll still gain more in the future. So I'm here to just ask him a few questions. Though we, per se, we are in the business, we're in the painting industry, we do all kinds of painting jobs, we produce the paint, we are in all kinds of decorative designs. But we still need to grow the business, we still need to go further, we still need to, get to the height of it all. And the only way we can do that is to meet the business doctor, to give us a clue on how to achieve this. That is why I happens to find myself in this humble office to put one or two questions to him that will help my own business and also help other people like me out there who wants to grow their business. So, the doctor.
So what is your first question?
My first question to you is actually, how do we grow a business?
Okay, interesting. So there are actually 3 ways to grow your business. 3 ways, 3 hack, 3 strategy, 3 steps. You can, anytime you watch this video, you can start jotting. First is to increase your number of clients. That's the first thing. Because most business dies, not because they have a bad product or because they are undercapitalized. It's because they don't sell at high enough price to large number of people. That is why most business fails. That is the basic reason. Not selling at high enough price to high enough number of people. So there are 3 ways you can actually grow a business. First, you increase your number of clients. Then secondly is that you increase the transaction frequency, the number of time people buy from you. It actually depends on the nature of your business, but I'll be going to give you some amazing ways you can actually increase your number of clients. And then the third one is, first one is how to increase your number of clients. Second one is increase your transaction frequency. And I'm going to tell you an amazing way you can increase your transaction frequency, because him is into paint production. You actually paint your house or your company or wherever, maybe once in a year or once in 6 months. So I will give you an innovative way you can actually make repetitive money from painting, because you have figured out how to actually increase your number of transaction frequency. Then the third one is to increase your transaction volume. To do what? To increase your transaction volume. So 3 things. To grow your business, increase your number of clients, increase your transaction frequency, and increase your transaction volume. Of course, so if you want to now grow your clients, what you actually need to do is to sit down, write down maybe in the last 6 months, in the last 1 month, last 1 year, the list of all your customers. Then now strategically look at those customers. Where did you get them from? If maybe, for example, you figure out that maybe your customers are schools, or they are doctors, you will just see that there are some things that are unique in your customer base. So once you are able to figure out maybe like 20% or 60% of your customers is coming from a particular profile, a particular set of people, or a particular niche or ecosystem, you can now look at how do you get those people. Then you double down on that. With that, it's more creative than trying to like market everybody. Then because it has what we call 80-20 principle. That my own definition of 80-20 principle is that client, staff, road, even mobile app, everything is not created equal. So the world always shakes down to top 20 superstar, middle 60 forgettable, and about top 20 stand back. And but most of us that are entrepreneurs, you notice that maybe there are like 2-3 top clients that actually produce like 60%, 80% of your results. So it makes more sense to look at those clients and focus on getting more people like that. Then it also makes sense to look at how do you market those people and how do you get them and invest more money in getting such type of people. So I've been able to like give us an insight, like flashing on the aspect of increasing your number of clients. Then the second one is how do you increase your transaction frequency, especially if your business looks like a one-time business. That is if it's painting as a service, not actually producing. Because if you are producing, you're actually targeting people. There are two types of people. People that come to buy, they give it to a painter, or painters that come to buy. So what you can actually do is to have, let me target painters, that is business to business. You have to have a list of everybody that is your customer. And it's very simple. Once they come to the office, of course, you give them an invoice or receipt. From there, you can get their name. Then also ask them, you can go extra mile by making sure that you have their phone number. And after they do business with you, you can call them at the end of the day, one of your sales rep, and say, thank you for doing business with us. Kindly save our number so that we can be sending, when we post promo or advert about ongoing updates about market price, you can see it on our status. And you can also make it a step that you also go and follow them on Instagram, so that with that you get to know more about them. And then based on that, you can also be sharing tips about how they can grow their business, about latest information about the industry. So with that, this is like a mental psychology. People, when you learn, people, that's what we call utility. When people get a lot of value from you, they will be forced to want to pay back. Unlike other people that will just sell paint, and after you buy your paint, you don't finish, no other relation. They don't even have your number, but you haven't going next time by having their number, and of course sending them tips about how to grow their business on WhatsApp will also go a long way in assisting them. Then also following them across their social media will also enable you know what they are doing. And of course, they will also be seeing your status or seeing what you post on social media. And that can go a long way. Then because of that, you have a repetitive set of people that comes in to buy from you in bulk. So that when the painting as a service does not come, you still have a source of income. And cash is the king in the game of business. Then the third one is how to increase your transaction volume. That is, if for example, now you have a contract of 100K and you have a contract of 2 million, it makes more sense if you can getting a 2 million contract, like 4 in a month is okay, depending on your scope of business, than trying to get 100K contracts and you have 10 of that in a month. There is no much leverage. What do you now do? You can target big organizations that they make consistent. There is a need. Like for example, now if you target the schools, like every time the schools want to paint, or let me say every 6 months they want to paint, it's much more, and they can be there for the next 10 years. They are not relocating. They are not going to another country, unlike to another location like individual, that once they leave your immediate environment, it's hard for you to be in Ogun and somebody call you to come and paint for them in Ibadan, unless for the tendency is very low. So if you can target schools, it goes a long way in you creating consistent source of income, because most schools will be calling you during the holiday time. So which means that holiday time be your own peak product, peak time. The other thing is also you can also target people that are also into construction. Now, if you want to grow your business, look at people that they buy a particular product when they come to you. That's why if you are on go slow, or you see people selling ewa going, either in Lagos or anywhere in the southwest, you see the person selling ewa in the front, right? The guy selling bread will be at the back. Even for when you are in go slow, you see the guy selling gala is in the front. The guy that is selling water to step down is in the back. So that is business combination. So look for people that they buy a particular product before they buy your home and have a strategic alliance with them. They can easily refer to you, like working with architects, people that are into construction. So that, and you can also often work with carpenters. So with that, you can get source of income. So for schools, we give you a periodic source of income, because it is the schools will definitely paint at the end of the term before the new session. While for if you work with contractors, maybe imagine you partner with like 5 top property company in Port Harcourt. Then each time they just finish their housing unit, you get the painting. You not only make money from selling the paint to them, you also make money from painting. And you can go extra mile in also offering them some other branding oriented, even interior decor activity, service. I think I've been able to capture the 3 aspects, but maybe in subsequent video we'll go deeper. Let me ask some other questions so that other people can be able to benefit. But of course, no matter the type of business you are doing, take your time and look at how to leverage on some of these tips to grow your business. If you are a tailor also, you can use the same strategy of targeting schools and school uniform. You make a lot of money that way than waiting for individuals. So you are combining business to customer and business to business. You can make a lot of money. The other thing you can do as an artisan that is into painting is to also do something like a retainer for schools, that you'll be coming to your schools every 3 months to come and check what maybe some little place we need to just touch. And here in Port Harcourt, you make a lot of more money on painting than the Southwest because there is more need to paint. If you look at my background now, it's white, but because of paint, because of suit, it's become black faster. So in fact, that's what we call bad economy is good news for strategic entrepreneurs. Because when there is a bad situation, look at how to leverage on it. So this suit thing is actually a money maker for painters and people that do things, that has to do it making things much more beautiful. Let me get more questions. Then as it is, we'll go deep accordingly. We'll be ending this section in about 10 minutes. So because we have another engagement by 8 o'clock.
Well, thank you very much, the business doctor. My other question is, how do we do an artisan who is actually doing a particular job and also selling or producing the product of his job, manage the two together? You know, he's an artisan, for instance, he's a carpenter who also sells wood, and yet again, he has to go out to do the job for people. Maybe he also has to, sell the wood to other persons, or a painter like myself, who does the painting job and as well produce the paint. So sometimes we also have difficulties in convincing people to buy our product because they also feel that we have a product out there which is all known by people. Why should I buy yours? So I'm just asking more like a 2 question in one now. How do we convince the client to use our product, and how do we manage we selling the product and we also doing the job?
Okay, interesting. Well, okay, interesting. The question is that as an entrepreneur that you produce the product that you use to deliver for clients, then you also do the service aspect of also painting. It's like you selling clothes and also you're also sewing clothes. So your own part of what you sell is your own input to produce the output for the customer. So when you are marketing, some of the painters now will see you as a competitor because they can also paint. And so what you actually need to do is to be very intentional in what you do and how you approach the market. The first thing is to separate the system. You have a department for painting. We also have a department for paint production. And when you even say paint production, it's everything that has to do with paint. That is the production and even the selling, because the art of selling paint is from the art of actually producing paint. So that is very, very important. And so when you are marketing, when you do your branding, your business card, you should do a version that targets your market. Even your office should show that you only sell paint. You don't actually paint. If you want to paint, it's a different discussion entirely. So with that, you can easily be able to target. When you are now marketing a cool painter, they will not see you as a competitor. The other thing that's also important is for you to also look at other things you can offer painters that is unique from other big brands. Imagine if, for example, let me assume there are some things you usually need as equipment as a painter that you rent out. Let me assume. So in that case, you can decide that if you buy paint from us, these other things you need as equipment that you can rent, you can actually get it from us at a discounted price or free if you buy X amount of paint. Then you can also do something like a point system, that if you buy maybe 10 drums of paint within a particular period, you are going to get this amount of paint extra. Or we recommend if you buy paint from us, you also have opportunity of getting painting job from us, because we have a lot of people that also come in as end user that want to come and buy paints because of the quality, and you can be able to recommend painters for them. The other thing you can also do is to look at how to systemize your business, and we can come with a program or a course on how to make money from from painting business and sell it for people that are painters. The other thing you can also do that is revolutionary is you can start training people about how to actually make money from the paint business, or how to even produce the paint. But if you say you are teaching people how to produce paint, be like, oh, why are you teaching people how to do your own business? What you make your own money from is selling the material they need for producing paint. So you make money from there. And even in the branding, you also make money by helping them in their branding journey, even from the way they name the product. So from there, even though you are losing them as a customer, not buying the finished products from you, you are still making money from them by them buying the raw material from you. So it depends on how you want to approach the market, but you can go deeper in subsequent discussion. So if you are a tailor also, you can also decide to start a training school, training people how to sew. You are creating a more competitor for yourself, but you also make a lot of money. And of course, you'll be selling tailoring material. So they also buy materials from you. And each time they post on their social media that they just graduated from your school, many people see you as authority. You that you have been sewing clothes for 10K, you start sewing the same clothes for 25K because you have been seen as an authority in the field. So this also apply for any business you do. That's why I encourage people to put all your egg in one basket, but you cover the basket very well. That is, you optimize that industry before you go to other aspects of the industry. I think this is, and that is what make Dangote very unique. As you to enter a lot of industry and gain a lot of ground before you enter the next one. I make a lot of money from that. So we have a couple of minutes to go. Maybe we can get the last question. Then later we can have a part 2 of this amazing mind-shifting, profit-growing section.
So thank you very much, business doctor. So the last question, though I put it in my previous question, but I'll make it bold now, is the challenges we have in the industry, like we, the local producers, we have this competition with the well-known products in the market. So how do we manage it? Because at times you have somebody who wants to buy a product, and the person is who wants to buy a product, and he's keen on buying a particular product that is well known, and you are trying to tell him, look, this product of mine is best, is good, it can render you the service of that same product, in fact, a better service. And some people still go ahead to choose the well-known service. So it's kind of a problem for us in the industry, which we want to know from you as the business doctor. How do we, overcome these particular challenges?
Okay, interesting. This is a fantastic question. See, you can also try to create a different niche for yourself. If you target schools and enter them via either painting for them, they let them know that you have your own painting brand, and this is what makes your painting brand better than others. You're able to sell bulk and look at those people that produce paint that sell in bulk. There is issue with quality because they mass produce, and perhaps maybe because of the way they do the mechanics of how they do it, maybe there is half what it can last, or the quality can be maintained because they mass produce it. But you can also get a deal of, imagine you getting a painting deal for Lekki Gardens, and you are supplying them thousands of drums. You make a lot of cool money without competing with people that produce paint in mass and they pay 7K per drum or per 20 liter, or how you do your calculation. Then gradually also, you can also be selling the story. And you can say, for example, I have even one of my neighbor that his child is asthmatic, and just because of the quality of paint they use. So you can decide to come up with video about 5 things you need to know before you paint your house. 5 earth challenge, the type of paint you use. Or if you are in Port Harcourt, 3 things to do to consider before you paint that your house, or before you repaint your house. Such type of information will make people want to, this is an authority in painting. And what makes your own paint different? Perhaps all those paints that make people react because it's asthmatic, because of health challenges, because of the nature of what they use in producing it. And but if you are producing paint for somebody and your paint, you can be able to tell a story about what makes your paint better, then people will see you as an authority. So with that, you can even be able to make more money than people that, because the market is actually very big. Look at what happened to Coca-Cola, La Casera. When La Casera entered the market, the target goes slow. And they're able to penetrate a lot. And if you look at La Casera, it makes more sense if it goes slow because of the content. They didn't compete. So when they saw that, when Coca-Cola saw that, it's like these people are winning the game, they started producing plastic. You get my point? So you look at where to enter the market, then gradually you work more on marketing and branding. Maybe in subsequent section, we can talk more about how you can rebrand your products and the strategies to use to actually enter the market. So I think that is the last question. Do you have any final question? So for today, we're able to learn how to grow a business, leverage on the 3 things, which is increase your number of clients, you market more, increase your transaction frequency, you deliver consistent, exceptional value to your customer. With that, you can have repeat business. Then we'll talk about increasing your transaction volume by trying to look at your existing customer, who are the guys, the big boys, bringing the big money, so that you can be able to focus more on giving them exceptional service, getting more people like them. But don't also focus more on the big guys, because if you have 2-3 big guys and you lose them, you're out of business. You need to also have the small guys that bring small money. Then even in your revenue strategy, you can start to have some revenue stream that bring small money that is consistent. Like if you produce paint, people always come, you make some margin from it. While if you also do the painting yourself, you make bulk money, because of course, because you are big, that's how you can produce. In most cases, you don't paint yourself. You just get your boys to do the painting, which means you make more money because of that. So I believe this is very valuable and useful for an average artisan, and even any type of business you do, can be able to pick some lessons from this. But there is issue with we learning and not implementing. So please don't just listen to this video, share it with others, and take your time and act on them, because results terminate insults. And the more you can take action ruthlessly, as in execute, the more the results you can get, so you can be able to get more value for your clients, get more value for your staff, get more value for your wives, for your kids, because they expect more from you. So the more you can get more from your existing effort, the better for you and everybody. And more importantly, in some cases, in fact, it's even more important that people around you get more value than you. But these are another topic on its own. We'll talk about that later. I'm Muhammad Adeleke, Africa most sought after business growth expert. You can follow me on Facebook, Muhammad Adeleke TV, YouTube, Muhammad Adeleke TV, Instagram, Muhammad Adeleke TV. Of course, you can also chat me up if you want us to increase your bottom line. That is, increase your profit on 23470 6955 5553 2347069555553. That is 69 5 in 5 places, then single 3. Thank you.